A topic that has been getting a lot of attention in the last few years is a facial lymphatic drainage massage. Now, I know that sounds pretty complex and kind of weird, but there are some really big, bold claims about what this can do for your face, from removing your acne, which is pretty insane, to reducing swelling. And even the biggest, boldest claim is that it is basically a natural facelift. Instead of getting surgery, you can firm up your skin by doing this. So in this video, we're gonna check out Abigail James, a celebrity facialist, demonstrating how to do this facial massage on ourselves at home. You don't even have to go anywhere, and we're actually going to do it together. I'm going to do it on my face and you can do it at the same time. And then after that, stick around because I'm going to break down the research and the science that's out there that supports this, and also what we basically know about whether or not this is actually supported by science. Okay, before we go and actually perform this on ourselves, I want to really quickly break down what is the lymphatic system. Basically, it consists of lymph nodes and lymphatic vessels. This is a major part of your immune system and actually really helps you with, fighting off sicknesses, destroying bacteria, toxins, all that kind of stuff. And what happens is the lymphatic vessels pull fluid away from the organs in your body and put it into the lymph nodes. And in the lymph nodes, your body attacks and destroys bacteria, toxins, and a whole host of other things that you really don't want floating around your body. So that lymphatic system is really pivotal to keeping your body running clean and keeping it basically, fresh and free of toxicity. If you don't know what a lymph node is, if you've never heard of it, or if you've never felt one, they're all over your body, like literally all over your entire body. There are lymph nodes usually under people's chin right here. You can kind of squish around. You'll feel like those little balls. They're also in your groin area. So if you kind of like push around near where your hip kind of comes together with your legs, they're all over your body, and everyone's lymph nodes are placed differently. So no one has the exact same spots, but you'll probably find these somewhere. I have some inside of my mouth that I can kind of like move my tongue around and find, which is kind of weird, but maybe you'll be able to find these, and now you know that those are lymph nodes. So along with the lymph nodes that are covering your entire body, you also have lymph nodes covering most of your face. So this does kind of make sense just on surface level, but that's enough talk. Let's actually look at how she demonstrates how to do this on yourself, and you and I are gonna do this together.
So today I wanted to share with you a massage that is suitable for spot-prone or acne skin. So a bit of a detoxing massage, so quite different to some of the other videos that I've done. And actually this is something that's been requested, so I hope you're going to find this helpful. So we're working with drainage, so all of these moves are actually going to be down and out rather than up. And it's working with the lymphatic system, so we're not actually going to be getting into the muscles, we're going to be staying a little bit more in the skin, okay? So we've got loads of lymph nodes all over the body, to be honest, in particular areas, but specifically we've got an accumulation of lymph nodes in our neck area. So if you imagine if you were lay on your back and you're pouring water onto your face, it's that direction that we're going to be working in. So we're going to start off on the neck. We're making contact with the skin, and it's a light pumping action. So you're making contact, not pressing inwards. It's that movement that we're doing, okay?
Okay, I like that she addressed that the lymphatic system drains a certain way, so it is important to basically massage yourself the way that the lymphatic system goes, which is down away from your face and basically towards your body, which is really cool. So we're about to start doing this. I'm gonna put a little moisturizer on my hands, and I also just came straight out the shower, so you probably already noticed, but I would definitely suggest having super clean hands before you touch your face, and probably the best time to do this is whenever you're applying products anyways. So I'm about to use some of this vitamin C cream from Vanish, my moisturizer that I use every day. Putting this on my hands, let's do this.
Okay, so if we do that for the count of 7, and then move that down, and then just slight pumps in the middle, because we're encouraging that drainage down to here. Then we're going to start on the lower jaw. So again, kind of making contact and pulling downwards. And then moving outwards. And then all the way out to just in front of the ears. And then flats of hands, I hope you can see that, pulling gently down. So that almost, you're working with, I suppose, the natural bounce of the skin as you pull, and it naturally springs you slightly back. Excuse the dog in the background. It's the only way we've been able to keep her quiet today, by bringing her in here. And then just under the eyes. And moving that out. And then up onto the forehead. So we're starting from the neck and working back up, because it's a little bit, I see lymph as a little bit like I suppose a traffic jam. We actually need to move first, so moving the fluid first before we can then kind of allow the rest of the fluid to work down as well. So particularly this works well for spot prone and congested skin, because A, we're not doing anything aggressive, so we're not going to be making any redness or making it worse or spreading around any of the bacteria, but B, we're helping reduce the toxins and speeding up that flow of the internal detox process. So we've done the forehead, and then I'm just slowly working back down the sides, back to my neck, all the way back down, and then back, making all that drainage go out, down. You can repeat this as many times as you want. You can do this daily, morning and night, you know, maybe while you're sat in the car. Obviously not while you're driving, but maybe when you're sat still at some traffic lights or something, or it's something you can really easily add into your routine. So potentially I'd be cleansing the face, so make sure the face is nice and clean.
Very simple, super simple. It's interesting that she said you have to work from the bottom up and then from the top back down, because you want to reduce traffic jams. We'll get more into this as we look into the research behind it, but if you've ever had a massage, a lot of times they'll finish with a facial massage, and you never really know why it feels good, but this possibly could be one of those reasons. I think for me, it's a little bit of a challenge not to press too hard. Everything I do, I always go way too hard with. I always do it with like the fullest gusto. And she's definitely suggesting to go very soft and lightly, where I'm thinking like as I'm pushing so that I can feel my muscles, but I'm realizing, you know, I'm not trying to massage my muscles. I'm trying to just push the lymph fluid down. So that's very interesting. Okay, now surface level, when I looked into this, it does make sense, right? The lymphatic system deals with toxins and bacteria, and if it gets clogged up, then those toxins and bacteria are kind of stuck in those lymph nodes. So it would make sense that kind of mechanically pressing on your face and helping to basically help that fluid move, help that flow of lymph fluid move, it makes sense. You're getting that toxicity out of your face, and you probably could see some improvements from it, right? So I went into Healthline, which is my absolute favorite website for looking into the studies and research behind any claim or topic. And so let's kind of break this down and look through the site here together. So the headline is Lymphatic Drainage Facials, the latest weapon against puffy, dull skin. So I already covered what the lymph system is, so you kind of already know that. Does it have any medical benefits? Lymphatic drainage treatments accelerate the absorption and transportation of lymphatic fluids, which contain toxins, bacteria, viruses, and protein. This is from a lymphedema therapist, so like a specialist in that. The acceleration of the lymphatic system is an evidence-based game changer for people with lymphedema or other conditions involving the lymphatic system. It can even help to reduce swelling after surgery, as a 2007 study says. Now here's what I'm really interested in. What about the actual aesthetic benefit? You know, tightening and firming up the skin or acne. Let's see what it says here. In 2015, beauty company Shiseido, together with a professor from Osaka University, Japan, found a link between the skin and lymphatic vessels. So that's very interesting. They concluded that reducing function of dermal lymphatic vessels resulted in skin sagging, but instead of lymphatic drainage, they recommend pine cone extract as a remedy. So basically in that study, they just proved that having poor drainage of your lymph system can actually lead to having sagging skin, which we don't want. So that kind of makes sense. Like she was saying here, if you get that system flowing well, you can have basically a natural facelift. That's cool. An aesthetic benefit relating to the bodily lymphatic drainage was found in a 2010 study. The authors concluded that lymphatic drainage drainage effectively reduced thigh circumference and the thickness of both thigh and abdominal fat in people with cellulite. It was a small study of only about 60 people, but the results do suggest that lymphatic drainage may have firming properties. So that is kind of a different thing. That's kind of focusing on the subcutaneous fat under the skin more so than the actual skin sagging. Basically, we have some very, I would say, indirect, some soft evidence that this does have potential to work, but it doesn't look like we really have any deep dive research studies that really focus on, does this improve acne specifically, or does this basically lift your skin? So yeah, like I said, surface level, it does seem like it makes sense, but there's not enough research and there needs to be more. I did look through her comment section and I actually found a couple people who said that they already saw an improvement in their face. Specifically, one girl said she saw an improvement in her acne after doing this for 2 weeks. So no harm, no foul. Like, if this doesn't do anything good for you and this is all just kind of a placebo thing, there's really no way to harm yourself doing this, and it's not going to take anything away from you other than a few minutes. And honestly, at very worst, you're probably just going to feel more relaxed, you know? So I would say that this practice is very interesting, and I really am going to keep on top of this in case any other studies happen, because I would love to see this really have a strong correlation with improving acne, or actually, you know, being able to improve your skin sagging and stuff. So that is really interesting. I'm curious, do any of you guys do anything like this? Do you do a facial massage on yourself for any reason? Like, maybe you didn't even know about this whole lymph node thing. Maybe you already did this in the past before, but have you seen any improvements in anything? What have your results been when you've done these facials on a consistent basis every single week? Let me know what your results have been in the comments below. And if you are looking for proven scientific ways to improve your facial skin texture as well as acne scarring, reduce mild to moderate acne, check out Banish. Is my favorite skincare brand in the world. You know, you've heard me talk about this a million times, but it really is the best. It's all small batch made, so all the active ingredients are still active when they get to you. It's completely cruelty free, it's completely vegan, and all of the ingredients that they use in their products are science-based and study-backed ingredients that have proven results for acne scarring, erythema, so that's that redness, hyperpigmentation, those dark spots, and basically just overall improving your skin texture and health by stimulating elastin collagen regrowth. By far the best products on the market. Definitely check them out. Brian5 will get you a $5 off discount on any order over $50 or more. I'll put a link in the description below. You can go to banishbrian.com. Check that out. You're definitely gonna love it. Okay, so with that brings us to the end of the video. So if you enjoyed this, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know your thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Remember that you are not alone. You are beautiful, and you're part of Team Acne. I'll see you guys in the very next video.